Peacocks of Instagram. I make a good living. I have a business selling peacock accessories on the internet. Earrings, bracelets, pendants, sleep masks, that sort of thing. Unlike other birds, the peacock does not derive its colors purely from pigments, but from a combination of pigments and photonic crystals. This combination is what causes the feathers of the peacock to be iridescent, creating a shimmering look. The essence of a single peacock feather is this: the eye a deep royal blue, an inverted heart shape, and around it, layers of glossy turquoise, brown, yellow, and shades of green. I capture this essence in every accessory I make using beads, fabric, and sometimes real peacock feathers. I make them by hand, and people here will pay ridiculous sums of money for anything handmade. I also work at the coffee shop by the mall. I've worked here for 17 years. 3 owners have come and gone. The average turnover of the other employees is about 6 months. But I have been the rock of the establishment. The local paper even did an article about me. It was good publicity for the store. I've seen the minimum wage go from $8.92 to $14. More recently, I almost single-handedly brought up our online rating from 2.9, burnt bagels, stale donuts, 19-minute wait at the drive-thru, to 4.4, excellent customer service, the Indian cashier lady made my day, good location, friendly staff, good variety. Most of the other employees look at this job as an unpleasant rite of passage on the way to greater things. They put blinders and do their bare minimums, except for Selena and me. Selena works hard, but she gets into trouble because she's loud and speaks her mind. She was an actor back in Philippines, but now she works here to put her son through university. A lot of the employees are students themselves, studying calculus and engineering and business. I only studied until the 10th grade back in Kerala. I do my best, smiling brightly as customers walk in, chatting as I enter their orders and making eye contact as I hand them their lattes. The key is to make them feel special, like you've been waiting all week to see them. Confidence is important, and you must come across as somewhat cool, not trying too hard. I learned this the hard way. No one wants to deal with an over-eager Indian woman with a thick Malayali accent. And you have to dress the part. I usually wear bright red lipstick which complements my skin tone and winged eyeliner. My uniform is always ironed. Most days I wear my peacock earrings or bracelets. They're good conversation starters, and after having worked here for so long, I can do as I please. Very often, customers want to buy my products, especially the ladies who wear cashmere sweaters and toques with pom-poms. When they hear words like handmade, local, and organic cotton, they get excited, and excitement is good for business. My earliest memory of seeing a peacock was with my family at the Krishna temple back home in Kerala. The temple had a few resident peacocks and peahens. One of the birds that was sitting in the middle of the courtyard stood up, strutted towards us, and began splaying out its feathers. It was strange and magnificent, but at that age, I must have been 3 or 4. I was afraid and hid behind my father. He picked me up and told me there was nothing to worry about, and he told me that the peacock can foretell the rains. When it danced, it meant the clouds would soon burst and water our crops. Years later, my husband would tell me that this peacock story was one of the more ignorant ones he had heard. My husband is a peafowl researcher. If you say peacock, he will lose it and say, I don't just study one gender. In fact, I specialize in sexual selection. I met Kannan in Kerala 20 years ago when he was studying peafowl at a sanctuary in Idukki. I was 17.